Yeah, I will start the class. So the last session, no, we discussed about the geometry. Sorry, first topic is arithmetic preparation, geometric preparation. Then indices, search. Based on the first unit we had seen, we discussed many problems, right? Now today we discuss the unit 3. There is a straight line, circles, conic sections, which is a parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, and a 3D geometry, which is lines and planes. So this is a unit 3 topic in your IMUCET exam syllabus. So these are some sample questions. Some question may be direct questions. Some question may be a difficult one. So we will discuss all this. Okay. Now, so look at the first question. We have here. The question is the slope of a line joining the points 2, 3 and 4, 7. You should know the formula of slope, right? Slope means, there is x-axis, y-axis, but it's a straight line. The straight line intersect with the x-axis, which makes an angle theta. That is called a slope. So usually we denote the slope as m, which is tan theta. Right, as tan theta. So here we are given 2 points. This is a point x1, y1. Then we have another point x2, y2. So, but here the slope in this equation, the slope is m equal to tan theta, which is if you are given an angle theta, you can find the slope. But the same slope, if 2 points are given, right? Here they are given 2 points. If 2 points are given, we know the slope m is equal. There is a formula which is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The slope between the 2 points, 2 given points of a straight line. The formula is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. You are given the value of x1 and y1 and x2, y2. You put the point, you get the solution. So it is y2 is 7 minus 3 divided by 4 minus 2, which is equal to 4 by 2, which is what? 2. So the correct answer is what? A, which is slope is 2. Sometimes this particular question they are given the 2 points, so we use this formula. So depend upon the question, we have different formulas for slope. Okay. So we'll discuss in next question. Different formula come, we'll discuss in next questions. Okay. Now look at the next question. Next one. Equation of the line with the slope 2 passing through the point 1, 1. Right? Passing through the point of 1, 1. Now you are given here the slope, which is m equal to 2. Then the passing through the point is given. So if you draw a line like this is x-axis, y-axis. So line here, if you draw a line, that line have a slope of what? 2, which is nothing but m equal to 2. And the line passes through the point 1, 1. So you are given a point and you are given a slope. When a point and a slope is given, then the equation of the line formula is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Okay, this is the equation of a straight line if a slope and a point is given. So here you are given a point 1, 1, which is x1, 1, x2 is 1, sorry, y1 is 1. So y minus 1 equal to slope is given 2. So 2 into x minus 1. Now just simplify. So y minus 1 equal to 2x minus 2. You can take this y that side or take 2x this side. But the question is, the given the answer is y equal to something. So you take all the constant to the right hand side. So you can write y equal to 2x minus 2. Then minus 1 if we throw that side will become plus 1. So answer y equal to 2x minus 1. Right? So the answer is A. Yes, we understand. If you are doubt, feel free as a doubt. Okay. So you are given a point and a slope means the line equation is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Okay. So then next question, we move on to the next one. Uh, Next question. Question number 3. It's not second. Yes. Okay. It's not. Okay. Let us move it. Now, third question. We have the distance between the 2 points. We are given a point x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. If we are given 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2, then you know the distance between the 2 points, which is the formula, which is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is the distance between the 2 points. For example, if you draw in the graph, this is y-axis. If the line is here, okay, straight line. Here is a point x1 comma y1. This point is x2 y2. If you find the distance between distance between the 2 points, we use a formula which is square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So here you are given a point x1 comma y1, here x2 comma y2. You put the values here. So x2 is here 4 minus x1 is 1 the whole square plus then y2 is here 6 minus y1 is 2 the whole square. So which is equal to square root of is 3 square plus 4 square, which is equal to square root of 3 squared is what? 9 plus 4 squared is 16. So square root of 25, which is equal to 5. Right? So the correct answer here is what? 5. 5 is the distance between the 2 points. Points are 1 comma 2 and 4 comma 6. Okay, right. Now we move on to the next question. Question number 4. This is related to circle. The equation of a circle with center is 0 comma 0 and the radius is 3. So you are given a center and radius of the circle. You know the circle, equation of circle. There are 3 types of equation of circle. Right? One is suppose you are given a point, 1 point. There is center point is given a comma b. Okay? Then you can write the center point is given and the radius is r is given. Then the equation of circle x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square equal to r square. Right? If the center a comma b and the radius r is given, then the equation of circle is x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square equal to r square, where r is the radius. Here, look at that. Here they are given the center is 0 comma 0, which is the value of a is 0, value of b is 0. Then the radius is given 3 units. So if you put the values here, then you get x minus 0 the whole square plus y minus 0 whole square equal to, right, 3 square. So x square plus y square equal to 9. So the equation of a circle with the center 0 comma 0 and radius is 3 means the answer is x square plus y squared equal to 9. Okay. Yes. Next question we are having, so no problem. So I want to tell this type of equation of circle. Right. Now look at the next question. Next question here it is the general equation of circle. So the previous one, this is the equation of a circle if the center is given and radius is given. The center is a comma b and radius is r. If it is given, then this equation of circle. But this is a general form of general equation of circle, which is the expansion of this circle equation. When you expand this equation, you get this. For example, if you are expanding this equation, which one? That's x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square equal to r square. If we expand this equation, you can get this general equation. Now, see, if you are expanding x square minus 2ax plus a square by using the formula a minus b the whole square plus y square minus 2by plus b square equal to r square. Now, you can rewrite the equation x square plus y square minus 2ax minus 2by plus a square plus b square. You take the r square this side, it is minus r squared equal to 0. Now, this is a pair of sightline form, the equation of a circle. So, which in the circle equation, if you take, I am considering the g, okay, there is 2g I am taking as minus 2a. Instead of minus 2a, I am putting 2g. Then instead of minus 2b, I am taking 2f. I am considering 2f. Then the remaining, these are all constant. So that constant, I am assuming it as c. So c equal to a square plus b square minus r square. Now, if you replace the minus 2a as 2g, then minus 2b as 2f, then this thing, the constant a square plus b square plus, sorry, minus r square as c, you get this equation. So, which is called general equation of circle, which is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. Right. Since we are studying general equation of circle, you should know, okay, sometimes question may come. Find the, okay, what is the center of this general equation of circle? What is the radius? Okay. So what is the center for this general equation of circle? So here you know the center. Okay, center is a comma b. This equation, x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square equal to r square, where the center is a comma b and radius is r. But for the new circle equation, general equation, the center is, it is minus g comma minus a. Because look at that, you have 2g is equal to minus 2a. From that you can cancel this 2 and this 2. Then from that you can find a. Usually center is a comma b. So a equal to you get minus g. Here you cancel the 2 and you find b value, you can get minus f. So the center is a comma b only. So a value in terms of g it is minus g. The b value in terms of f is minus f. So for this equation, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. For this equation, the center is minus g comma minus f. And you can find the radius. Sometimes they may ask the radius also. So radius can be found by this from this equation, which is, it is c is equal to a square plus b square minus r square. From that, r is a radius. So you take the r square to the left hand side, c to the right hand side. So you can write r square is equal to a square plus b square minus c. So r is square root of a square plus b square minus c. But what is a? A is minus g, b is minus f. Then c, okay, c is what? The problem also they are given. So if you put the values here, so you can get the radius formula, which is g square plus f square minus c. So we should know the two formulas are for the general equation of circle. One is the center. First one is the general equation of circle. Then the center minus g minus f, and the radius, which is root of g square plus f square minus c. Okay. So here the question is only general equation, but the question may come. They can ask a question, find the center and radius. So we should know these formulas. Okay. Yes. Now we move on to the next question. Question number 9. Sixth one. The question is this: the slope of perpendicular lines product is equal to what? Slope of perpendicular line, okay, lines, their product is equal to. See, when the two lines are perpendicular, right? When the two lines are perpendicular, for example, this is just one line, this is another line. If they are perpendicular, mean then the angle between the two straight line is 90 degrees, right? So when the two lines are perpendicular, then they are asked to write the formula for the slope. So the slope of line is, first line we take it as m1. This is the slope of the line. Suppose, okay, we draw a line on the line now in the same graph. We draw, okay, line. This is one line. Then this is another line. This angle is what? 90 degrees. And for the first line, this line, it makes an angle with the x-axis, which is called the slope, which we take it as m1. Similarly, the second line, which makes an angle with x-axis, this slope we take considers m. Now, the slope of this x-axis, y-axis, slope of the first line is m1, the slope of the second line is m2. Now, the two straight lines are perpendicular, which is angle is 90 degree mean, then the result is, the condition is m1, okay, into m2 equal to -1, right? Here they given the answer, but you should know when the product means slope of first slope is m1, m2, which is equal to -1. So the answer is the first one, right? Now, since we are studying, okay, slope of a perpendicular line, you should know slope of a parallel line. If the two lines are parallel, this is the two lines are perpendicular, so product is equal to -1. If the two straight lines are parallel, what about their slopes? So these are the two lines. This is one line, y equal to straight line, we write m1, okay, x plus c. This another line, y equal to m2 x plus c. You can find the slope of first line and second line. Then the two straight lines are parallel. You know what's a parallel? So the distance between the two lines always equal. So what is the condition for the slope? Here the slope is also equal. That is m1 equal to m. So remember, when the two straight lines are perpendicular, the product of their slopes equal to -1. When the two straight lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal, right? You know what is the slope, okay? So the question here is slope of perpendicular lines, their product, which is equal to -1, okay? Yes, if you have doubt, please feel free as a doubt. Okay, to move on to the next one, next question number 7. Yes. So here the question is with respect to parabola. Okay, we start right? So you have in your syllabus parabola, hyperbola, and ellipse. So the question is, what is the focus of the parabola y square is equal to 4ax? First, you should know what is a parabola, right? Parabola, no? It is open. There are four types of parabola. Okay, this is a parabola open, right? Yes, right side. The same parabola you can draw like this, open, it is left side. Then another parabola, you can draw open up. Then next parabola is open down. So like we have four different types of parabola, right? So four different form of equation of parabola. Because they are asking focus of parabola y squared equal to 4ax. You should know the different four types. Then only we have a different answer for focus. For each parabola, we have different answer. Now the first one, the parabola y squared equal to 4ax means which is open this, right? This is a parabola. Open right side. Here the focus is parabola is here. The focus is, this is a point which is called the focus, which is the of a comma 0. A comma 0. Since we are studying about parabola, just I explained different concepts of parabola so that if they ask a different question, you should know. In the parabola, 5 points you should remember. In any parabola, 5 properties of parabola you should remember. General equation of parabola is y squared equal to 4a. Usually, is open right side. Suppose the parabola open left side mean it is y squared equal to minus 4ax. 4ax. This is the red color, right? This one. Open left side means a parabola equation of parabola y squared equal to minus 4ax. If a parabola open up, if a parabola open up with respect to x-axis, then y-axis, which is x squared equal to 4a1. If a parabola open down, then that parabola is equation is x squared equal to minus 4a1. Okay. So remember these four types of parabola. One is y squared equal to 4ax. Another one y squared equal to minus 4ax. Then x squared equal to 4a1. Next x squared equal to minus 4a. So for each type of parabola, you get different focus, different directors, different vertex, guidance vector. Like we have a 5 properties of that. So you should remember these 5 properties for these 4 different types of parabola. First one no, is vertex. Okay, first one vertex. The second one is focus. Third one is directrix. Then fourth one axis. Then fifth one lattice vector. So these are the 5 properties. Generally, they will ask question in this, right? What is the lattice vector of parabola y squared equal to 4ax? What is the axis of parabola? What is the directrix? What is the focus? What is the vertex, right? So you should know these 5 points of different, there is 4 different types of parabola. Now, for the first parabola y squared equal to 4ax, the vertex is the point where the parabola curve intersect with x-axis, right? The vertex is a point where the parabola intersect with x-axis. Usually, this type of parabola equation, no, that is y squared equal to 4ax or x squared equal to 4ay, it is always origin. Center is, vertex is origin, which is 0, 0, right? So this is a parabola y squared equal to 4ax, which intersect with x-axis at the point 0, 0. Sometimes it may intersect above or below. Then you get a different point, of focus. So this actually y squared equal to 4ax is a standard form of equation of parabola. But in general, we write a parabola like this: y minus y1 the whole squared equal to 4a into x minus x1. Actually, this is the original equation of what parabola. In this, that x1 comma y1 is a point which is called vertex. Is a point which is called vertex. That point which intersects with the x-axis. If the vertex is some other point, not 0, when you put 0, 0, you get y squared equal to 4ax. If it is different point, then you have to use this parabola equation. You have to use this curve. Y minus y1 the whole squared equal 4a into x minus x. Okay, right. So y squared equal to 4ax. The vertex is 0, comma 0. Then focus is the point which is along the x-axis. Focus is a point along the x-axis from a distance from the origin, a distance of a unit. Okay, at a. So it is along, since it is along x-axis, the y coordinate value is 0. The x length is a. So we are writing the focus as a comma 0. Yes, you understand? So first one we should know vertex. Second one is focus. So focus is a comma 0. Next one is directrix. What is the directrix? Directrix is a line. Okay, sorry, it's a line which is parallel to y-axis. Directrix is a line which is parallel to y-axis. So this is y-axis. We draw a line which is parallel to y-axis. This line. Okay. Now that line must passes through the point x is equal to minus a. See, since focus is at a distance from origin A, the directrix also is a distance, the line which passes through the point at a distance of what? A1. So look at that. This distance is always equal. That is, from the origin to the directrix line, this distance, then from the origin to the focus, these two distance should be equal. Okay. So the equation of the directrix is a line, straight line, which is parallel to y-axis. So here the equation of directrix line is x is equal to minus a. Or you can write x plus a equal to 0. Right? X is equal to minus a, or you take minus a to the left hand side. So x plus a equal to 0. So this is the directrix for the parabola y squared equal to 4ax. So third point is should remember. And fourth one is axis. So what is by axis? Axis is the parabola which is symmetrical about which axis? See here. Here this parabola y squared equal to 4ax, it is symmetric about x-axis. See, x-axis is here. So whatever, okay, the area which is in the top, right? Whatever area in the top, same area you have in the bottom also, right? So it is called symmetric. You know what is a symmetric concept, right? So the same area. So we are writing the axis of the parabola y squared equal to 4ax is x-axis, right? So the axis is x-axis. So what is the equation of x-axis? X-axis equation is y equal to 0. So the fourth point which you have to remember in parabola is axis. So the parabola y squared equal to 4ax means x-axis. The equation of x-axis y equal to 0. Next one, lattice rectum. The last one, lattice rectum. Lattice rectum is a length or a distance from one end point, one end point of parabola to the other end point of the parabola. Then it should passes through the focus, right? The perpendicular distance from one end of parabola, which is we write as L here. This is L dash. So the distance from L and L dash, which is called lattice vector. So here L dash, this distance is 4a, right? The length of lattice rectum is L dash is equal to 4a. You know what's by a? A is a distance from, so focus actually, focus point a comma 0. So the distance from the origin to the focus point. So the length of lattice rectum is L dash, which is a perpendicular distance from one end of the parabola to the other end of the parabola. It must pass us through the focus, very important. So see, it is not a lattice rectum. See, if it is not passes through, this is also a distance only, but it is not passes through the focus. Okay. So focus is L dash, which is equal to 4A. Sometimes they may ask half ladder sector. Half ladder sector means is 2A. Okay? So remember these 5 points. One is vertex, focus, directrix, axis, ladder sectum of a parabola. So I explained this in the parabola of y squared equal to 4ax, one type of parabola. You can write all these points, the remaining 3 types of parabola, right? If a parabola is y squared equal to minus 4ax, okay? If parabola y squared equal to minus 4ax, then vertex is same. This is a parabola y squared equal to 4ax. If the parabola is y squared equal to minus 4ax, then vertex is same 0, 0. Then focus is, the focus is, it should come. See, focus always inside the parabola. It should not be outside the parabola. Since the parabola is y squared equal to 4ax like this, the focus should be here. So whatever this point is left side of the y-axis, so it is minus a comma 0. A comma 0 is a focus of parabola y squared equal to plus 4ax. But minus a comma 0 is a focus for the parabola y squared equal to minus 4ax. Then directrix for this parabola, directrix should be the right side of the y-axis, okay, which is parallel to y-axis. So that point should pass us through the a. So x is equal to plus a. Here x is equal to minus a. But for this parabola y squared equal to minus 4ax, the directrix is x is equal to plus a, which you can write x minus a equal to 0. Then axis is same for both the parabola y squared equal to 4ax or y squared equal to minus 4ax. For both parabola, the axis is sorry, x-axis one, right? Because it is symmetrical about x-axis, so that no changes. Then the ladder sectum also no change, the same 4a only. So ladder sectum is 4a. The ladder sectum is 4a for all the parabola. Okay. If it is x squared equal to 4ay or x squared equal to minus 4ay or y squared equal to 4x, for all the 4 different types of parabola, ladder sectum is same because length only. So, okay. Now, if a parabola x squared equal to 4ay, what about vertex? Vertex is 0, 0 only. But focus, when the parabola is this, see, at the first diagram, x squared equal to 4a, y means, look at the diagram. This is y-axis, this is sorry, x-axis. It's not okay. Yes. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. Now the parabola is x squared equal to 4ay, which is open up. Look at here. Okay, it's open up. So this is a parabola x squared equal to 4ay. Now the focus should be inside the parabola, so it should be here. Okay. So a point along the y-axis above x-axis means it should be 0. X-axis value is 0 and plus a, because it is always positive. Below only negative, right? So the focus for the parabola x squared equal to 4a1 is 0, 0, 0. What about axis? Axis is here y-axis, right? Axis is y-axis because it is symmetrical about y-axis. Then ladder sectum is same. There is no change in the ladder sectum. Now come to the last parabola, which is x squared equal to minus 4ay. If it is x squared equal to minus 4ay, then the parabola is open down. Look at this is the parabola. Okay. X squared equal to minus 4ay. So the focus should be inside the parabola. So this point is 0, minus a. It is not plus. Plus a is for the parabola x squared equal to 4a. Okay, right? So only difference is uh, axis, directrix, sorry, axis For both the parabolas same, there is y squared equal to 4ax, y squared minus 4ax. Axis is same. Then x squared equal to 4ay, x squared equal to minus 4ay. Axis is same, right? But ladder sectum for all the parabola, ladder sectum is same, no change because distance only, right? Then focus also you make a different okay, point, but vertex is same. Vertex for all the parabola, vertex is 0. Okay, right. So I explained in detail about the parabola and their properties, right? If a question asked for the parabola, you can easily answer that. Listen this carefully, you can easily answer all the question. So here the question number 7 is focus of the parabola, which the correct answer is what? A comma 0, right? The focus is A comma 0, right? Now, we move on to the next question. Yes, question number 8. So what is question number 8? It is, what is the directrix of the parabola? Just now explain everything, right? What is the directrix? You know, x is equal to y squared equal to 4ay means x is equal to minus a, which is left side of the y axis. So x is equal to minus a is the directrix. Okay. Now question number 9. What is the eccentricity of the parabola? The eccentricity, it is nothing but the eccentricity we usually denote by e. So when we talk about eccentricity, the eccentricity come in three right conics. So one is parabola, the second one is hyperbola, then third one is ellipse, right? So these three are the different of this. This shape of the parabola, hyperbola, ellipse, it differ by a equation which is called SP divided by Tm equal to ratio, which is SP divided by Tm equal to E. That the E is called eccentricity. What is S? S is called the focus. P is called any point on the line, right? The PM is a perpendicular distance from the any point to the directrix line, right? That is called the PM. Now, if SP divided by PM equal to E, the value of, based on value of E, we have three different conics. If the value of E equal to 1, then it is called parabola. Okay? We'll get parabola. If the E value is greater than 1, then we get ellipse. If the E value is less than 1, then we get hyperbola. Right? But here the question is, what is the eccentricity of the parabola? So the answer is what? E equal to 1 only. But they can ask the different question like, what is the eccentricity of hyperbola? What is the eccentricity of ellipse? So you should know this, right? So eccentricity of parabola E equal to 1. We denote the eccentricity as a small e, which is a constant, which is a ratio between SP divided by PM. Right. If it is greater than 1, ellipse. If it is less than 1, hyperbola. Now, we move on to the next question. Yes, question number 10. What is the equation of ellipse? That you know. Okay, that we know. What is the equation of ellipse? The first one, which is x square by a square plus y square by d square equal to 1. So this is the equation of ellipse. Since we are studying equation of ellipse, what is the equation of equation of parabola? Already I explained. You know, okay, y square equal to 4ax. This is the equation of ellipse. What is the equation of hyperbola? Is x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. We know the diagram of ellipse, parabola, you know, but what is the ellipse? See, ellipse equation, ellipse diagram is this. Already you know. Okay. This is the ellipse diagram. This is called major axis, which is we write here minus A, this is A. Then this is called minor axis, which is plus B, this is minus B, right? X axis, y. This is a diagram of ellipse. Then hyperbola, I mean, next question is, question number 11 is, what is the equation of hyperbola? Hyperbola equation is x squared by a square minus y squared by b squared equal to 1. Okay. The diagram of hyperbola is this, right? This is a diagram of hyperbola. Here, this point is minus a, this point is okay, plus a. But in higher studies, you may study parabola only. Most of the time, you may, because parabola is important. Hyperbola, ellipse, and rarely we use. Right. So, question number 10. What is the equation of ellipse? You know. Question number 11. What is the equation of hyperbola? Okay. Then now, question number 12. What is the eccentricity of ellipse? Just now I told you, right? The eccentricity of ellipse is E is, oh, yes. E is, the eccentricity is less than 1 mean ellipse. If the eccentricity is greater than 1, it is hyperbola. Ellipse E is eccentricity is less than 1. For eccentricity greater than 1, it is hyperbola. So for this question, the answer is E less than 1. Okay, right. Now, question number 13. What is the angle between the two parallel lines? So I told you what is the parallel lines, right? The two parallel lines mean the two lines never intersect. You know, the angle means when we cut an angle, when the two line intersect, mean you cut an angle, right? When the two line intersect, you cut an angle. So the two parallel line means the two parallel line never intersect. So the angle is zero, right? The two parallel line never intersect. So the angle is zero. Suppose if the what is the angle between two perpendicular lines? Angle is what? 90 degree. Right? Here the angle between two parallel lines there also it is 0 degree. Right? The angle between two parallel line, so two perpendicular line is 90. Okay, 90 degree. Sometimes this two parallel line maybe like this also. One line is one direction, the other line is other direction. One line, no? Okay. This also we talk about, okay, we are telling, we can say that this is a parallel lines only. But here the angle between the two lines, but they are not intersecting, but we can say that the angle is what? 180 degree. But angle between, this is called coplanar line, coplanar means. Then we can talk about this angle 180 degrees. Right? But angle between the two parallel lines is 0 degree. Remember. Right? Then angle between the two perpendicular lines is 90. Right. The next one, what is the equation of tangent to the circle? You know what is the equation, circle equation? I told you the three types of circle equation. One is x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square equal to r square. One equation. Another one, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. Okay. Then one more equation is there that I didn't tell you, right? One more equation. If the circle equation, if two n points of a diameter of a circle is given. So this is a circle. If two n points of a diameter, consider. So here is the center. If these 2 points are given, so point A, so you can write as x1, y1. This point you can write as x2, y2. If two n points of a diameter of a circle is given, then the equation of circle is y minus y1 into y minus y2 plus x minus x1 into x minus x2 equal to 0, right? So this is the third equation of circle which I didn't tell. Okay, I told you the only three equations. But here the equation of circle, no, x square plus y square equal to a square, r square, which is called equation of circle passing through the origin. Otherwise, it is called standard form of equation of circle. Suppose if you attend any interview or something, if they ask any GK question, they ask what is the equation of circle. So in general, the equation of circle, if anybody asks, you can tell x square plus y square equal to r square only, right? Where the center is origin, right? If the center is different, not origin, different point, then you can write, you can say that x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square equal to r square. So now the question is, what is the equation of tangent to the circle? Whenever the word tangent means you you are writing the x square, you are changing the x squared into x x1, then y squared into y y1, right? The tangent equation of circle is by changing x squared equal to x x1, y squared equal to y y. Okay. At the point is what x1 comma y. So the answer is x x1 plus y y1 equal to r square, where r is the radius, right? Okay. Now move on to the question number 15. What's the length of tangent from a point outside the circle? See, this is a circle, right? Circle. A point outside the circle. You take this point, okay? Find x1 comma. What is the length of tangent from a point, okay, outside the circle? So length of you can draw the tangent, right? So what is the length of tangent from outside the circle? It is square root of s1. S1 is a point. Okay. Next one, question number 16. What is the distance from a point to a line? The distance from a point to a line formula uses for is modulus form. It is modulus form. You know, the distance from a point to a line. See, here is a line. Usually we write the line as, or usually we write in standard form, we write y equal to mx plus c. This is standard form where m is called slope, c is called y-intercept. The same line in a linear form will write ax plus by equal to c, r plus c equal to 0. So other form of writing the straight line equation is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So here the question is the distance from a point to a line. So here is a point. We take a point. So point is x1 comma y1 is a point. Now what is the perpendicular distance from the point to the line? This distance. Suppose you take this P. This is A. So the distance PA is modulus of A x1 plus B y1 plus C divided by square root of A square plus B square. Okay, do you understand? So the distance from a point to a straight line to a line is modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by a square plus b square, where the a, b are the coefficient of x and y. x1 comma y1 is the point, is a point. But here they are not given, they are not asking the formula. Okay, the distance or line formula uses is modulus form. Why we are putting modulus here? So the distance is sometimes if you don't put modulus, sometimes you may get answer negative, right? but the distance never be negative. Okay? It's always positive. This is the reason we are putting modulus, right? Modulus x means, this meaning is what? Inside the modulus, if we get negative, we consider only positive one. Suppose modulus of -2 is nothing but 2 only. If there is no modulus, then we consider the value as what? -2. When you put in the modulus, the value we consider only positive, which is equal. You understand? So the answer is modulus form. Okay. But dot product, cross product, then this will come in vector. Okay. Now, question number 17. The equation of the line in intercept form. See, intercept form means, see, this is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is a line. The intercept means this line, straight line, which intersect at 2 points. Okay. See, every straight line, it intersect only maximum 2 points, or minimum 1 point. Minimum 1 point means it passes through, it is a line parallel to y-axis or parallel to x-axis or passes through the origin. These three lines only, it intersected 1 point. Otherwise, it intersected 2 points. In x-axis 1 point and y-axis other. So if it intersect at this point, we take it as this point is A, this is B. Then the line equation, this line equation is x by A plus y by B equal to 1, right? So which is, this equation is called equation of line intercept form or intercept form, straight line intercept form. So straight line equation of straight line intercept form is x by A plus y by B equal to 1. They are given other option also, y equal to mx plus c is a standard form of equation of circle. Even this ax plus by equal to c, also another way of writing the equation of circle. Both are equation of circle. But equation of a line, a straight line, in intercept form means it should be x by a plus y by b equal to 1. The next question, question number 8. What is the director circle x is for? So the director circle x is for hyperbola and ellipse. Okay, this is a direct question. You know this. Now, question number 9. Vertex of the parabola y squared equal to 19. Vertex of the parabola y squared equal to 4a. I think this question is repeated. Already we have seen this question. It is 0, 0. Now, question number 20. Distance between the two parallel lines. We know the distance between the two parallel lines is always equal, right? But the option they are given is, one is constant, another one is variable, another one is 0, another one is infinite. It is always constant, right? Constant means so it's a number, right? So the distance between the two parallel lines is always but constant. It is not a variable. Variable means it is, you get different answers. No, it's always same. So it is not a variable. It is not a 0 also. It is not infinite. So the correct answer is constant. It's a different type of question. Okay. Right. Now question number 21. What is the direction ratios of a line? So direction ratios of a line is any proportional numbers. Okay? Any proportional numbers. Direct question. Nothing there to explain. Now, question number is 22. What is the equation of a plane? So equation of a plane is ax plus by plus cz plus d. So plane means there should be, okay, 3 dimension. We have x-axis, y and z. When 3 dimension come, then okay, we say that it's a plane. So the equation of plane is ax plus by plus cz plus d equals. They given the other 3 answer also, but the equation, this answer. Answer B is the straight line. Then C is circle. This is a straight line. Okay. But this is a circle. Right. So, you know what is a straight line equation? What is a circle equation? So here the correct answer is equation of the plane is ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0 or simply equal to 0. Sometimes without d also it will put equal to 0. It's also a plane equation. Now question number 23. Angle between the plane uses okay normal, direct ratios, midpoint and so the angle between the planes uses is normal. Okay. It's a direct question. The coplanar lines lie in same planes or different plane or parallel plane or none. Okay. The coplanar lines are lie in the same plane, not different plane. If they are different plane, you cannot say it is coplanar, right? Coplanar, otherwise it is called parallel. It's like a same concept of parallel. Okay, parallel means parallel line. We are talking about only the line. We are saying that parallel. When you talk about the plane, they are parallel. Then it is called coplanar. A two plane. No, two plane means one plane is like this, another one is like this. When they are okay, they are parallel. When the two planes are parallel, it is called coplanar. Not only two, three, four, etc. Right? When many planes are parallel, then it is called coplanar. Right. Now question number 25. The skew lines are non-parallel line, non-intersecting, or parallel line, or intersecting line are the same. Right? The skew lines are non-parallel and non-intersecting. Right. Next one, question number is 26. Find the slope of the line perpendicular to 3x plus 4y equal to 5. So here after I think the questions are little tough. Okay, you have to do the problem and you have to find the answer. See, find the slope of a line perpendicular to this. So you are given one line. This line is 3x plus 4y equal to 5. Now they asked to find the slope of line perpendicular to. So you are asked to find the line which is perpendicular to this line. So perpendicular means this angle is what? 90 degrees. So the blue color, no, I draw blue color. So you are asked to find that blue color line. For that line, what is the slope? Slope means m, right? What is the slope of this line? That line which is perpendicular to 3x plus 5. So when any two straight lines are perpendicular, you know the formula in the beginning. Okay, I told you the product of their slopes equal to -1. That is m1 into m2 equal to -1. So you can find the slope of the given line. If you find the slope of this line, you can find the slope of the perpendicular line because you know the condition, the product of the slopes equal to -1. So how to find the slope of this line? You can keep y term left side, take the other term to the left hand side. So minus 3x minus 5. Then you just divide by 4. You get y equal to right, minus 3 by 4x minus 5 by 4. Now, in general, the line equation is y equal to mx plus c, where the c is called y-intercept, m is called the slope. Slope means the coefficient of x is called the slope. So, here the slope m equal to minus 3 by 4. So, this slope is the slope of the line 3x plus 4y equal to 5. Now, they asked to find the slope of a line which is perpendicular to this line. No? So, we know the condition m1 into m2 equal to -1. We have here first slope minus 3 by 4 into m2 equal to minus 1. So from there you can find m2, just cross multiply, this minus minus will cancel, so you get 4 by. So the slope of the line which is perpendicular to the given line is 4 by 3. First one also. Yes, do you understand? Okay. So remember this concept already I taught you, right? When the two lines are perpendicular means the product of the slopes equal to minus 1. When the two lines are parallel, the slopes are equal. Suppose they ask find the slope of a line not perpendicular. Parallel to this means what slope we are getting the same slope for the parallel line also. When the two lines are parallel, slopes are equal. So the same slope. But here they are perpendicular. So you are using the formula m into m2 equal to minus 1. Right. So the question number 27. It's the last question that we stop. So distance from a point 1 comma 2 to the line this. See here is a distance. This is a line. This formula just now I think two question before that I told you the formula. The formula from a point, the point is here 1 comma 2. The line is 3x plus 4y equal to 10. So what is the perpendicular distance from the point to the line? So we know the formula which is ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by square root of a square plus b square. So here it is 3x1 plus 4y1 minus 10 divided by square root of b square plus 4 square. So which is equal to, now you know the value of x1. x1 is 1, x2 is 2. Sorry, y1 is 1. x1 is 1, y1 is 2. So if you put here 3 plus 4 to 8 minus 10 divided by root of 9 plus 16, which is equal to, right, 11. So 1 by root 25, which is equal to 5. So 1 by 5. So perpendicular distance from a point 1 comma 2 to the line, right, 3x plus 4y equal to 10 is 1 by. Okay, you understand? Right. The answer is what? 1 by. Okay, thank you. We'll see you in another class.